welcome back to the Lace 'em Up podcast. We're back at it again. You know, Mr. KP, you had a good sleep last night? I know what you were up to yesterday.
Eventful. Actually, I didn't even have a good sleep. I had a good nap today, so I recovered. You know, we can say that.
Yeah.
We can say that.
Oh, man.
Eventful from Punta Cana.
Just so y'all know, it was obviously UFC 268 last night. So me and KB, we obviously caught the fights, but we might have caught something else too. A little
the juice,
the special juice. You guys know what kind of juice we're talking about, Also, I'm sure if you're watching this on YouTube, you probably noticed this creature living upon my face right now. I'm raising money from November, so
he says.
I'm putting that link in the bio, you know what I mean? Whoever sees it, whoever's willing, donate. Because you see, I need to look like this. I'm going to be documented looking like this 4 times for the internet to see and save forever and ever. Amen. So, I'm going through pain, but it's for a good cause. It's for a good cause. But let us hop into our stars of the week. So how about you go first, KB, as usual?
Yes. My star of the week this week is the one, the only, one of the legends of the sport, soccer, the football. The football. My boy Xavi just got named Barcelona's head coach, which like I didn't even see that coming, but I'm really amped. I'm amped. Like I'm happy for him because it's Xavi. Like I feel like I haven't seen the boy in action in a minute, so I'm glad to see him back.
Listen, I think it's sick, but like at the same time, it's like when players become coaches, it's always like you can't get too excited. They have to see some performance.
That's true, but for me, I feel like I'm really happy that he took some time away from the game in order for him to be able to be back and adjust and see what he can and cannot do. Because bro, 2-3 years ago they asked him to do that and he said no, he wasn't ready. Or
oh, like really? I didn't know about that.
And now he accepted the job, so it's like I'm guessing he must have learned from what's going on around the world for him to be able to adapt, adjust, to see what he'll be able to do. But I don't know, bro. I'm happy to see him there. I wonder what his coaching staff's gonna be like. He's gonna look like, but I'm happy to see him there. Yo. Who's your star, my guy?
So my star, whoever the hell X'd out Brad Aldrich's name out of that Stanley Cup, bro. We talked about, honestly, a bunch of stuff came out this week about the situation, with Kyle Beach, and that everything that happened there. You know what I mean? There's a distraction that happened this week in the NHL. Big news, something we've been waiting for a while, which we'll get to. But it might distract some people from that fact. So I'm sure the NHL is happy that happened. I wouldn't be surprised if they had a part to play in being like, yo, make sure this goes down ASAP. Yeah. But we'll get into it. But yeah, a few things happened. The thing is at first I wanted to kind of discuss it at length, but honestly, man, it's just more in general. There was the Cheveldayoff interview, and then there was for Cheveldayoff, he was part of the management staff in Chicago in 2010, and now he's the GM of the Jets, and he's the only guy who didn't lose his job as a result of this. Bowman, the GM of Chicago, lost his. Coach Q, out in Florida, lost his. So obviously, he had his interview, and it was a bunch of BS as usual. Finding a way around apologies, etc., etc. Same thing with these league execs. They're lawyers and stuff. You know what I mean? They know what they're doing. So
they know exactly what they're doing. Yeah.
So Bettman, of course, he speaks and literally at one point, I don't know, they asked a question oh, are you going to bring in this one player who experienced sexual assault to advise? And the first thing he says is he didn't experience that in the NHL, but yes, of course we will. So why do you even have to bring that up, bro? It's just it's always about protecting the brand. Sometimes the money is important and all, but at some point you gotta look up, be a real human being, So honestly, that whole situation there, y'all can take a peek at those interviews, but you don't even need to watch them to know what they said. You know, it's just lawyer talk, basic. Like, I'm not gonna say anything that will put myself in the position to be in trouble, or will I say anything that, you know, like, is apologetic? Because if I apologize or acknowledge or anything, then I'm just admitting my fault, you know. So, like, that's what they do. But anyways, my star of the week is whoever you are, whoever took that hammer and X'd out Aldrich's name on the cup. You're my star of the week.
so now who made the call? Whoever did it.
Whoever did it. Well, whoever made the call too. I'm actually not who made the call, because they just did it. They just did it for saving face. But that guy who X'd it out of the cup, I know he enjoyed it. You know. So whoever that guy is, that you're my star of the week. But anyway, I want to hop into some NHL off the bat, because like we said, like, some really big news came out this week, and we will get to that. But first, you know, we always got to talk about our boys, the Leafs. KB, I actually have an announcement. Funny enough, I stumbled upon tickets to the game tomorrow, so I'm gonna be at that game, the game versus the Kings. So when y'all are gonna be watching this episode, I'm gonna be at the game tonight for y'all, tomorrow for me right now. So I'm gonna be at that game.
You got me confused on that one, bro.
How so?
Wait, like Monday night there's a game, that's the one you're going to?
Yes. So we're recording on a Sunday. So for me, it's tomorrow. But for everybody watching this episode, it's tonight. Okay? Yeah. So I'm going to be going to that game. My Pran, you know Pran. He hit me up today. He's like, yo, I got tickets. Are you trying to go? I'm like, yo.
I ain't saying no to these guys.
I literally looked at him. I'm like, is that a question? Like, is that a question? You might as well not even ask. You might just be like, oh, you're coming. I'd be like, okay, I'm there. So I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there tomorrow. We'll see. The Leafs, speaking of them, they've been on a bit of a winning streak. Won some big games. Vegas 4-0. I mean, it was against a Vegas that's super injured, and we're gonna get into how that affected the big news. I like how I keep going big news. We're gonna get to it. Don't worry, we're gonna get there. But yeah, Vegas is riddled with injuries. All their big boys are out, so you know, all on LTR, the cap is freed up. Lightning, that was a tough game. They were leading 1-0 like the whole game.
That's a really good game though.
That was a tough win, but it was a good win against one of the best teams in the league. So, you know, they score right at the end, tie 1-1, and then win it in OT. And then we got the Bruins last night on top of UFC. Last night was just a great night in sports if you were just, like, chilling. Honestly, this whole weekend, too. Like, I enjoyed the Raps game on Friday versus the Cavs. It was good, too. Even though they lost, but it was a fun fourth quarter. But, yeah, Leafs versus Boston last night, 5-2. So, interesting stat. I don't know where I saw it, but I think I don't have it in front of me, but I'm pretty sure the last 10 goals scored by the Leafs have all been by the big four. So Nylander, Matthews, Marner, and JT. And a bunch of people, obviously, you know, they're roasting, saying, well, that's what they're paid for. Of course it should be them. But I think if you should take that as a good sign of, okay, we were in that bad slump for a little bit. The boys are scoring. And if the boys are scoring, things are going good. That's why I'm kind of excited to go tomorrow, because I might be able to catch them on their little hot run and against a worse team than they've been facing recently. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with what I've seen from the Leafs this week. Tabby, did you catch any of these games?
I caught the end of the Bruins game yesterday with you.
Yeah,
the end of the Lightning game. Yeah, 3 days ago, the Tampa game. That was the Tampa game. I can't lie to you, bro. Like, when I feel like they won because I started watching, but it was intense. Like, I feel like, you know how over time, like, we've been saying, like, Tampa is the best team in the league, or about defending champs, and others will say, like, yes, like, that game, I seen why they were the defending champs, but also, like, I feel like the Leafs, bro, they can pull something. It's just hard work. Like, you really have to want it.
They have to work for
you
that
have
win.
to want it. Yeah, exactly. Because like, I mean, shout out JT for that last second goal. Shout out Nylander for that killer goal at the end. But it was a really good game. I like the game. Yeah, that's my man's Willie Gaston.
Yeah, Willie been putting in work and looking good while he does it too, bro. I've been with Willie, bro.
What the fuck?
That sounds so messed up. I've been with Willie like I'm with him, like, you know, like I fuck with. Yeah, with Willie. I was at his condo last night, you know, like.
Yeah. Holy shit.
I was there, yo. Man, wow, that's a setup right there. That's a setup. Shit. I showed up with a bottle of wine. Oh man, damn.
Shout out those boys,
Damn.
though. Shout out those boys, man. They had a good week.
They had a great week,
They had
man. The stars are pumping.
yeah.
That's all we need. That's all we need. We need them to be
it was
scoring
well
some
needed.
goals. But yeah, I'm excited for that Kings game tomorrow. I'm hopefully it's a good game. I'm hoping. We're on a winning streak right now. But it's funny, typical Leafs say, like, yo, KB, get ready. They go looking like they're the worst team in the league. And yeah, exactly, that's them, bro. Like, that's it. So, but all that matters is the playoffs. Please. Yo, I just finished the sim on the stream today. Like, I did 3 streams in a row. Twitch.tv/LaceEmUpTO, by the way. We streamed there.
Yeah,
I've been streaming on there. I've been streaming on there pretty much every day, no lie. So I was streaming an NHL like franchise. The Leafs, I won the cup first season. And the next 4 seasons, I got bounced in the first round. Actually, except for the last season, I got bounced in the second. But like for most of it, I got bounced in the first, and I'm like, yo, this team's cursed. Even in the video game, I'll tell you, man, I had like 87 overall was the lowest overall on my top 6, and I still lost. I was so pissed. I traded everything. I said, yo, I'm gonna be done.
Bored up.
I blew up the picks. I was literally just like, yo, whoever's gonna be the GM after me, screw him. I traded all the picks and then stacked the team for the last season because I only won 1 cup, and I'm like, yo, we're winning this year. They lost, so I just streamed that right before this. Anyway, off on a tangent, but twitch.tv/LaceEmUpTO. You know where to find us. Another thing that came out, we're gonna get to the big boy, but you know, first a little piece. I just want to take my little jab at the Canadians. Cole Caulfield sent down to the AHL. Yo, what happened, bro? My man was supposed to be better than Austin Matthews. What happened? Why is he getting sent down?
Yo, why are you like this, yo?
This shit would not make the cut. You know what I mean? Like when me and KD are looking over the notes for the show, this is something that would be like, yo, that needs to be cut out. But I'm out here like, nah.
You can't let that shit slide.
Obviously, everybody's gonna be like, yeah, because they beat you last year. Shut up. Cole Caulfield, y'all said he was gonna be better than Austin Matthews. 40 goals, Calder Cup winner, blah 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 blah. Yo, let that man go cook in Laval, bro. Laval Roquette. Go play over there, bro. Cole Caulfield.
Is that what they're called?
Laval, yeah, the Laval Roquette, bro. Why is that so funny?
Laval Roquette. Oh my god.
Yeah. So go play Laval, bro. Don't talk to me about, everybody wants to say every player is better than Austin Matthews. Like, I swear to God, if Austin Matthews was not in a Leafs jersey, the amount of respect he would get, bro, like...
Oh, 100%. 100%.
That guy gets the most hate. The only guy that, like, I would say that we put above, like, Matthews above sometimes, which they need to put some respect on his name, is Leon Draisaitl. I think he's the first... I think he's like a top 10 player fastest to make it to 20 points in 9 games. He made it to 20 points in 9 games this season, which is honestly like Edmonton, y'all are spoiled. You have like 2 of the top 4, arguably top 3 best players in the world on your team. It's insane. Matthews is definitely top 4, I think. Yeah. And honestly, I might have to give it to Draisaitl, bro. It might be McDavid, McKinnon, Draisaitl, Matthews. It might even be McDavid, Draisaitl, McKinnon, Matthews at this point. Draisaitl is nasty. They might have the 2 best players in the league on their team, but the rest of that team is ass.
Yeah. It is true though. Every single time I've seen those 2 play, they're always trouble for any team. For any team, they're always trouble.
Bro, did you see that crazy McDavid goal this week? The one when he deked through like 4 players? I posted it on our story.
I might have, bro, but like my memory right now, it's all
bro,
over
this
the
guy
place,
literally
really.
dangled 4 players and scored on the way to a comeback. I think they were like down 4-1. They came back 1-5-4. Like McDavid and Draisaitl put in the work, but yeah, those two are insane.
They're a
But
problem.
anyways, shout out Cole Caulfield, Coquette. But yo, let's get to the big news of this week. Jack Eichel is free. Free up.
Finally.
Free up my man. He's free.
Finally.
Like honestly, when the players are going to discuss the next CBA, I know this is going to be a big issue. Like they're definitely going to bring up like, yo, we're going to have the choice over what happens to our bodies when we get an injury and how we want to deal with it. And some people said stupid things like, oh, what if they're, they want to try some experimental stuff and like, some snake oil salesman sells them on some BS. Like, bro, these guys are pro athletes. Like, pro athletes. And even if I'm not going to say every pro athlete's a genius. I wouldn't be surprised if like Kyrie Irving was out here like, yeah, bro, I can put some CBD oil on my toe and I'm going to fix it, but it's... I was just playing. It's too easy to rip Kyrie, but I actually love Kyrie. Just so y'all know, I'm just ripping on it because it's easy. But yeah, like, it's like the athletes should have the choice what to do with their body. Like, it's just as simple as that. Like, because I don't know. This is like an extreme. But, like,
It just makes sense, right?
It just makes sense. Like, he's a human. Like, yo, bro, let the man choose. Because people are like, oh, yeah, what if the asset, like, he ruins himself as an asset? Well, I mean, he could go ski in the summer and snap his leg in half and never be the same player again. Like,
Exactly.
then what are you going to say, yo, I mean, like, I think by contract, some of them are not even allowed to, like, do activities like that. Like, they gotta, like, yeah, I think some like don't quote me. We're throwing it back to season 1, but like don't quote me. But I think some of them like are contractually obliged like not to push themselves too far. Like I'm pretty sure that's why a lot of athletes like golf because it's very easy on the body. Like it's a very easy. If you notice, like a bare athletes play golf and they're actually like really good. Like hockey. I mean, hockey has become a meme. Like if you don't make the playoffs, like immediately go have fun golfing and stuff. But ball players are big into golf now. I saw Justin Gaethje was golfing like in the embedded this week. So
it's a relaxing sport though. It's intense. It's intense, but it's really relaxing at the same time.
Well, all those guys are competitive as shit, bro. Right?
Oh,
so
yeah, of course.
they gotta get that competitive nature out. MJ out here. So MJ Charles Barkley on the pitch, but like they gotta get that out. But like also, it's not damaging to their bodies, and you can play that sport until like you're 70, like no problem.
Exactly.
So,
exactly. Yeah.
But
yeah.
Unless
we still need to hop on a golf course.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm saying like people say you could play until you're 70, but I'm like I feel like I would turn my back into a Twizzler if I played until I'm 70, bro. Like
nah, bro, I want to be able to do that until I'm 70. That's silly though.
Like Charles Barkley, I can't imagine Charles Barkley doing a swing right now, like straight to the floor. Oh man. Shaq got himself fit though, so I won't diss him. He's looking fitter than he was when he was a player, bro. Which is
crazy.
Crazy.
If he had that work ethic during those championship runs, that motherfucker would have had like 10 championships.
His career would have been longer, and he would have been top 5 all time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Eichel finally got free. The details of the trade are Vegas gets Jack Eichel, which is honestly insane. This is an expansion team, joined the league in 2017. They've got Pacioretty on the team. They got Mark Stone on the team. They got Eichel, who they all traded for. They've got Pietrangelo on D, who they signed in free agency, and these are all big names, like all-stars in the league, and like this is a brand new team, and they were able to. They literally said like, oh, we're not just gonna sit on these like young assets. We're going for it. Like I don't care. Take this like rookie that we drafted like number 1 overall. Have him. Have these picks. Have whatever you want. We're gonna be a good team now. And that team, I mark my words, within the next like 10 years, Vegas is gonna be a top 5 highest income team in the NHL. I wouldn't be surprised if they're already like top 10. Like that team, that city is making bank.
That city's gonna make a lot. I mean, getting Jack Eichel isn't that supposed to attract more people out there?
I mean, so I'm gonna give the details of the trade. So they traded Alex Tuck, who's like a top 6 forward, like so good. Peyton Krebs, who's like a prospect with some upside. A first round pick that's top 10 protected. So if it's in the top 10, I think it changes the trade around a bit, but we'll see. Like, it's Vegas. Like, they're injured right now, so they might finish really low, but like if everyone comes in healthy, they might be okay. And a 2023 third round pick. So they swap thirds, but Vegas should finish above Buffalo. Like right now it looks like Buffalo's going to finish above Vegas, but Vegas should finish above Buffalo. So it's almost like they're getting a higher third rounder. And then Buffalo gets a first Krebs, which is a rookie with some upside, and Alex Tuck, who's a top 4 forward. So they get a forward they can plug into their lineup. Not a center. He's a winger, but still. And then Vegas gets Eichel. All they have to do is wait for him to do his surgery because he couldn't do his surgery until he got to a team that would allow him to do the surgery he wanted. So he's got to do his surgery, and then he might be back for end of the season. One thing that's crazy too, bro, is like Olympics are looming, bro, and like we get to watch Olympic hockey with NHL players. I can't wait, but it's like I feel like the hype for that is so quiet, just because like it's like far away. But like I feel like we're gonna blink and we're gonna be there at that point, you know. So I'm excited for that. But like I don't think Eichel's gonna play for the States, which kind of sucks for him because it would have been his first opportunity. But you know, he should be back end of season for them.
That's going to be an intense Olympics, though. Damn, now that I think about it.
Yeah, well, bro, the Team Canada, I can't wait. Matthews is going to play for the U.S. for the first time. Like, you know, it's going to be crazy. We're going to see
insane.
Marner and McDavid.
Wow.
Yeah, bro.
Damn.
And McKinnon. So, like, it's going to be a wild one.
Damn.
Yeah, it's going to be a wild one. I can't wait for that, but it's been a while.
We got...
But yeah, man, like Vegas definitely gets better. Like I think Vegas like won this trade. Honestly, it depends on how Eichel recovers from his injury. But if he recovers well, they this is a fleece. You know, they gave a prospect who's pretty good, a roster player who I think we know what he is by now. He's good. Like he's a top 6, but he's not an all-star. You know what I mean? Like he's just a top 6 guy. You know, how could I give you a comparable on the Leafs? There's nothing really. I'd say like a better Kerfoot, I guess, like to give you a comparable, like a much better Kerfoot. They get Peyton Krebs, who's like, you know, a rookie with some upside, a first, top 10 protected though. So if it's top 10, they ain't getting it. And then a third. So you know, it's not a bad deal. The rumor was that they could have got Matthew Tkachuk from Calgary, but apparently that rumor's been like it wasn't exactly like Tkachuk and all these picks as it was rumored by Kevin Weeks. It was like either Tkachuk like 1-for-1 with like maybe another piece or something like that. So all the fans out there who were freaking out saying like why did they do this trade instead of the Calgary run, like don't worry. I don't think those rumors were 100% true. And also the thing is, but because Vegas is so hurt, like all their big boys are hurt, they have a lot of free salary cap. So they brought Eichel in, but the funny thing is one thing which I didn't know if you knew, there's a cap floor. So you have to have a minimum amount of cap. Like you have a minimum and a maximum, right? So Buffalo, literally, even though Eichel was injured, they kept his $10 million active on their salary cap because they were at the floor and they needed to pass it. And funny enough, they just... The New York Islanders, and this pisses me off because you weren't a Leafs fan back in the days when we had Lou Lamoriello before Kyle Dubas. Lou Lamoriello is a genius of a GM, bro. Genius of a GM. This guy literally tossed them a $5 million trash box contract so that they can hit the cap floor for nothing. Future considerations. So he basically cleared off a fat salary cap anchor, like, you know what I mean? Like a big cap hit that they weren't playing that guy anyway, over to Buffalo so they could hit the cap floor for nothing. They didn't have to pay them nothing. They didn't have to do nothing. So
what I don't get though is how is there a minimum? I don't get it. How is there a minimum? Why is there a maximum? Like this whole cap situation, it needs to change over like in the future, bro.
Well, because
that needs to change.
I think there's a minimum because like, you know, if all these teams are gonna steal money from other teams, right? Because like that's how it is, right? They pool money in, and like they help support some of the shittier teams by taking money from the more successful teams.
Okay.
So for the more successful teams, for them to actually like leverage the money they make, the cap has to go up. And if people aren't hitting the minimum cap, then the cap is never going to go up, right? Because all these cheap teams are going to stay around like 30 mil or something. And then how are you going to increase the salary cap to more and more? The gap is going to get unfair if these teams aren't keeping up at least a little bit. So I think that's why there's a base cap to just keep all the teams within like 30 million of each other. So I think that's why it's there. So it makes sense.
Makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah.
It's just odd, yeah.
Yeah, the whole salary cap is just weird. Like the fact that someone literally just said, "Oh, this $5 million player that's like literally a problem for me, I will give him to you to fix your problem because the league is gonna kill you for being underneath the cap floor, and you're just gonna take him. I don't have to pay you shit. Like, you know what I mean? Usually, if you have to give away like salary cap, you're gonna give them like a pick or something so that they take it. You know what I mean? And then you'll just take back, like, I don't know, some player who doesn't matter for your AHL team. This guy literally gave it away for free. He's like, yo, take my problem. Take it. Enjoy. I think it's only 1 year, so it's going to be okay. But, like, still, it's for the Islanders, it's funny. Because now if they want to make a trade at the deadline, they have $5 million in free and extra cap space to use. So, yeah, interesting part to it. But I'm happy for Jack Eichel. Thank God he was able to get himself out of that situation. He gets to actually get the surgery that he wants. When Vegas is fully healthy, man, sheesh, they were already a problem. They're already one of the best teams in the league. Now they're about to become something else. Because Eichel healthy is like, he could be a top 5 player. You know, this guy was drafted behind McDavid, number 2. So.
Yeah. But I mean, him getting out of that situation is long overdue, yo. He's been needed to be out of there.
Yeah, for sure. But
Or you zoned out on it? Are you like overthinking the game tomorrow or something?
No. I zoned out because people are gonna hear this in the audio. Like I got like one of those notifications from Windows and it did doo doo on the sound, and I'm like, shit. That's gonna sound like shit, so I'm like trying to turn it off, but hopefully it doesn't come back again. Oh man, let me make sure that shit is off. Yeah. But yeah.
Why do you do that? Yeah. Did you hear? Wait. What else? You got something else going on with this Eichel stuff?
No. We good on the Eichel side. It's gonna be all about like when he gets healthy. We're gonna see what he does to this league.
Yeah. Okay, let me. Did you hear about D. Will wanting to hop in the card, the boxing card?
Oh yeah, and he's fighting like some football guy or something.
Please tell me why these like athletes, right, are like hopping into this boxing thing. Like, I get it, they're trying to make this boxing like a thing again. They're trying to make it relevant again. I get it, but
for them it's that money.
But that pay-per-view money, I get it. But D. Will, you're a retired basketball player. You got kids at home. If they see you get your ass whooped on national television, they're not gonna respect you, bro. They won't respect you. I forgot who he's fighting, but once again, I just felt the need to mention this because I saw this and I was like, ¿Por qué? Like, what are you doing? Why? Why do you want to fight for it? But you know. If D-Will can hop in the boxing ring, I guess I'm gonna have to start practicing. I have to go spar, whatever they call it. I'm gonna have to find me a trainer, a coach. He's gonna teach me how to box.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I want to see the pay-per-view buys for UFC 268, just to see how much these guys. I mean, how much the UFC makes on that, because they make about like $500,000 if they're like the main guy. Like I think Covington and Usman made $500,000 last time. I don't know. It might be too early for the money results.
Yeah.
Pay-per-view.
Yeah. I just know these guys are gonna get paid. The other thing I wanted to mention quickly is the fact that it's also trending that we're all having, like, there's a bunch of teams that are having general manager issues, like workplace misconduct, sexual misconduct, sexual abuse.
Really?
Phoenix Suns is going through that right now. Portland Trail Blazers are going through that right now. I don't know if it's a trend. I don't know if it's a lifestyle.
I wonder if the Cal Beach coming out had an effect. It might have, bro.
Hey man, I feel I would go for it. You know what I mean? I'd say it did because it's like now a lot of people are speaking up about those general managers of the ones that are owning big teams and things. I think there's also something going on in the NFL, but that's we don't talk about that. But I feel like the GMs right now there's a trend going on where like they're getting exposed. What's going on? I have no idea. But the Portland Trailblazers right now they're under fire. Because like that Dame Dollar's been on the run and like blah blah.
Dame Dollar's been trash lately though.
Exactly. Like it's like he's trying to make sure like this team is a championship team. They can make it to a playoff and make something happen. What the team itself is not a championship team, especially in the West. Like it's not happening now.
But we've been known that though.
We've been on that, but when you got talents like Dame Dollar, you feel like stuff could happen and they can turn it around. At least be as of much of an issue as Atlanta was in the East last season. You know what I mean? No.
I've seen the Raptors with a duo of DeMar and Kyle Lowry that's pretty good. You know what I mean? That's a good duo with a decent lineup. Get bounced in the second round way too many times to ever believe that's enough to. You need a superstar talent, elite of the elite, which Dame is that. And then, you'll need a secondary star, which CJ McCollum is that. But you also need other pieces. You look at Milwaukee last year, they had PJ Tucker. They had Jrue Holiday. Where's your Jrue Holiday on the Trailblazers? Nowhere to be found. I can't even tell you who else is on that lineup. That center who's always injured? What's his name? Nurkic?
Yusuf Nurkic, yeah.
Nurkic is next. Who else? Who's else? Who's in their starting five? Who's in their starting five?
The starting five is not solid, but it's Dame Dollar, CJ, Robert Covington, Mason Plumlee, I think. The starting five is not solid.
It's not solid. I get that. That's not nothing.
But I feel like, but the same way I could see Atlanta making it to the East, the way Atlanta made it to the Eastern Conference Finals last year. I feel like Portland should.
Yeah, but Atlanta had pieces
CJ,
though. Norm is nice.
Dame Dollar, CJ, Norm, Larry Nance, Yusuf Nurkic is their starting five. Now off the bench that's when it gets whack.
Yo, here's the thing though.
Like Dennis Smith,
Norm is in their starting five. Norm is in their starting five. Where was Norm when the Raps won a championship? Where was Norm when the Raps won a championship?
Coming off the bench.
Off the bench. That's what I'm saying. That team, bro. You look at the Bucks in last year, bro. Who was their worst player on their starting five? PJ.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah,
and PJ still he plays a role. He doesn't score points, but he plays defense. He can play any position you want him to play. You got Giannis. There's your super all-time star. You got Middleton, who he's streaky, but that's okay. You got Jrue Holiday to pick it up, and he's good on the defensive end too. That's your big three. You have to have a big three. You know what I mean? Like the Raptors have Kawhi, Lowry, Siakam. You know what I mean? It's I think people forget that big three doesn't mean Curry, Clay, KD, Bosh, Wade, LeBron. Not every big three is like that. You know what I mean? Not every big three is like that. But you could have a big three of Giannis, Chris Middleton, Jrue. You could have a big three of Kawhi, Kyle Lowry, Siakam. Obviously it's not at the level of those other big three, but it's still a big three. You still need a superstar, an all-star, and then either an all-star or a borderline star, someone like a Jrue Holiday or a Pascal Siakam type of guy. If you don't have that, I feel for the Blazers to be good, they would need to add a piece that's better than CJ.
That's major, yeah.
That's better than CJ. It doesn't need to be Dame level, but better than CJ. I don't know. First, it would have to be a big man, right? Because they're full on the guard. So, I don't know. Think about a big man who's
No, man. I don't even know. I don't
know. Let's say they get Middleton. You know what I mean? Let's say you add Middleton to that roster. That they get better. They get a little bit better, but still they're still not good enough. You know what I mean? They're still not good enough. They still need Because, like, the thing is with Atlanta, who they had? They had, like, Clint Capella. No. They
Yeah,
had
Clint Capella,
Capella.
John Collins. Yeah.
Yeah, they had,
Kevin
like,
Herter.
they had a nice starting line. And it was built around Trey. Like, you know what I mean? It was built to support Trey. Like, it's... That team is not built around Dame. I don't think so.
Yeah. I see exactly what you're saying now, but I don't think so. I don't think so either. But that's another reason why this whole GM thing is becoming a thing, because he's been trying to fight for this team to be built a certain way, and he's not having that.
Bro, who's getting boards on that team? Nurkic?
I mean, it's supposed to be my glass man, Yusuf Nurkic, but you know, he made a glass.
Bro, what boards? What boards? Oh,
he made a glass, bro. He made a glass. Allow him, bro. He's okay. He's gonna be. I remember when they said at first when Nurkic got in the league, they were comparing him to Jokic, and I was like, oh my god.
Why? Because he's got some itch in his name, like.
No, because bro, his hype was to be that nice, bro. His hype was to be that.
I thought his hype was like a Bargnani.
Oh my god, this guy disrespected him for free. He didn't do nothing to you. Free. Okay.
Like a Bogdanovich or something.
Atlanta Bogdanovich?
Yeah, like maybe at that level. Would you say Nurkic was at that hype?
Man.
He was hyped more than that?
Yeah, bro. Nurkic was meant to be like a top 5 center in the league. Nurkic was hyped to be a top 5 center in the league. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. But
he's a top 5 NBA player in the hospital still.
Anyways, in other news, my boy Pascal Siakam made his return today against Brooklyn. They didn't win, but he's back. I didn't particularly pay attention to him.
I like the way the Raptors are looking, though.
I'm happy to see him. Exactly. As a team, I feel like they started the season well. Scottie Barnes is on the team already.
He's looking like Rookie of the Year. I'm biased right now. Unbiased, Rookie of the Year.
Ooh.
You're saying who? Jalen Green over him?
Who are my options, really?
Jalen Green?
Oh, absolutely not. I love Jalen Green.
Jalen Green?
Who are my options?
Cunningham hasn't done shit. Who else?
Played like 2 games.
Kaminga, I think, is up there too.
We haven't seen him that much. Yeah,
some people like him though. People think Kaminga is like number 2 or something. I've been seeing that in comments and stuff.
Yeah,
it's Barnes. It's Scottie Barnes. He's a starter. He's already he's already the star on the team.
It's either him. Evan Mobley's doing really good with Cleveland, but there's this Duarte guy that plays for Indiana Pacers. He's been showing up to show out, that boy. Like I don't watch Indiana Pacers basketball, but every single time I see him on my screen, that boy is doing something good for the team. And like I don't know, but Scottie Barnes.
He's in the conversation. He's in the conversation.
100%.
He's in the conversation. 100%. Yo, did you see him toss? I saw him toss Jared Allen live, and that shit was so funny. This guy bitched Jared Allen. He used him like a mannequin.
I didn't see that.
Bah, bah. Yo, he came and grabbed the ball. He flipped Jared Allen over like he was nothing, bro. Like he was nothing. He snatched that ball from his hands. So,
and I love Scottie because like he plays hard and stuff. But all the vets, they love him on the team.
Oh yeah,
it's like he makes the atmosphere in the team like young and like
he doesn't move. He doesn't move like a kid though. He moves. You know what's funny?
Oh, no.
I feel like we got like a second OG. You know what I mean? And speaking of, OG's been.
Oh my god!
Nasty.
Yo! I don't know.
OG's out here shooting threes, bro. OG's out here splash on every man.
Step back threes and shit.
Yo, what the hell? Yo, OG, I'm so glad. I always knew OG was like, he was that guy. I think the whole league knew. Like, he was one of those dudes, just like, it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time before he pops off. OG and
it's
no
like,
B.
I've bashed him a lot of times because
really?
especially when LeBron was in the East because
yeah, but he was so young though.
Exactly. He was young, and I always felt like he couldn't really live up to the hype and shit. But my thing is, he also like whenever LeBron had to go to the Raptors, OG was the man to pick him up all the time, and that's no easy assignment for nobody. But
he was still young at that time too.
Yeah, exactly. So
and
now
LeBron was no slouch.
Yeah. So now I see OG. I'm like, this guy don't fear nobody. He'll step in your face. He'll grab that ball. He'll go coast to coast. OG's doing his thing. So now I hope. Like I was on the verge to say that the Raptors were one of the worst teams in the league, when the season started.
So was I, but no, they're a good mid to like maybe wild card spot.
Yeah, for that, shout out to coach, shout out Nick Nurse, man, shout out Nick Nurse, bro. That guy is a great coach. I love what he's doing with the team. I'm happy Pascal is back. Hopefully he gets in his groove. He finds his momentum.
Hopefully he doesn't beef Nurse again.
I'm talking about beef. The Celtics are beefing on that side of the world.
Look at you with your transitions, eh? Look at you with your transitions. Wow, smooth criminal. You know, bro. You should be the host. You should be the host. Here, go ahead.
I'm learning from you, bro.
Show me what we do. Show me what we do. Damn, boy, smooth like butter. Wow, look at you.
That's you.
Look at
you. Me, bro.
Look at you.
Anyways, bro.
The Celtics.
My man's Marcus Smart went to the media.
He said something smart, didn't he?
Yeah, of course. He said.
I like how you answered that so seriously. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Of course he did.
My man told the media that there were too many plays running through Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, and he was not happy and all that. But okay, facts. It's okay.
That's the thing. Like usually I would read something Marcus Smart says, and I'd be like, "F you, Marcus Smart." But I read that, I'm like,
frozen. I lost you for a second.
Oh, did you? It's okay. I still got you. But Marcus Smart. I read what. Usually I'm quick to be like, yo, screw whatever Marcus Smart is saying, you know what I mean? But I read that and I'm like, I'm gonna have to agree. I'm gonna have to agree. Like, you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong.
Yeah, wrong. Yeah, wrong. It's like they play. I don't know who they play, but they play a game and once again, like that's always been a big issue for me when it comes to a basketball team. It's like you can have as many stars as you want in a team, but how many shots are each star is going to take? So Jason Tatum had a game. He went 5 for 20 from the field. 5 for 20 is horrible for Jason Tatum status, right? But Marcus Smart was pissed at the fact that this boy had 11 shots. He was saying how the ball was not moving enough. Jaylen Brown had like 25, 27 shots, and it's like, I get where the frustration is coming from. I understand that. But my guy, what
are you going to say, what does he do? Who's their third best scorer? Is this Smart? Who's their third highest scorer?
It's supposed to be Smart. Like, I want to say Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, Al Horford are doing their thing on that team. But it's supposed to be Smart. Like, I don't know what their stats are looking like.
I'm going to look that up, bro.
Yeah. But like once again, it's like Marcus Smart being the guy that he is, being in the team, he's been in the league for 8 years. Like I understand why he's been talking that much. I get that. But right now, this issue, bringing it to the media, what'd you find out?
Continue.
Bringing this issue to the media, is what worries me the most, because that locker room intensity is not going to be it. If that like atmosphere stays the way it is, that team is not doing anything in the playoffs. Especially when we got good teams in the East like Miami, Philly, the Nets, and all. Like Boston is not going to get past all that. But I guess drama is for the drama, right? Marcus Smart did his thing. What'd you find out, yo?
Yo, do you want to guess who's their third leading scorer on the team, points per game?
Is it a big man?
I'm not giving you hints. You guess.
Damn. I want to say it's Al Horford or Dennis Schroeder, bro.
I mean, you're right. It's like Dennis is averaging 14, and then Horford's averaging 13. So,
that's crazy.
And then who do you think's after them?
Who's on that team? Who's like? I'm not sure actually. I have to look at the actual roster.
I'm surprised you ain't naming Marcus Smart, bro. Yo,
is he on that list?
I mean, he's lower on the list. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
It's Brown, Tatum. Surprisingly, Brown is averaging more than Tatum. Brown, Tatum, Schroeder, Horford, Robert Williams III, and then Marcus Smart.
Robert Williams III. Robert Williams III.
Over Marcus Smart. Yo, Marcus Smart's stat line is trash, bro. 8 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. That's not bad. 4 assists.
They say he's the heart and soul in a team.
He is. But like, yo, like, I'm sorry, like, he's starting, right? He's their starting point guard.
Yes, sir.
I mean, if I'm that coach, I'm starting my man's Dennis Schroeder, bro. I'm sorry.
I mean, that's probably what's gonna have to happen, to be honest with you. Because
I'm starting Dennis Schroeder, bro.
Yeah, because Marcus Smart is either going to request a trade or they're just going to toss him out, because bringing that stuff to the media is not good for the locker room activity. And I've seen it on the court. I've seen Boston, like, it hasn't been the same since that day. Jaylen Brown is still going to do Jaylen Brown things, taking 30 shots a game. But once again, that's always been my issue on the ball team. It's like, you can have superstars, but as long as these guys don't understand each other on like how many shots or this or whatever, like, people are gonna get frustrated if my man's taking 25 to 20 to 30 shots. I mean,
they do need a third scoring option on the starting 5 though. That's an issue. Yeah. That's an issue. I'm sorry. Like who's their starting center? Horford?
Yeah, and Robert Williams is supposed to coming off the bench.
Robert
Williams. What's Robert Williams, man? I know Robert Williams, but I know him by his nickname. What's his nickname, man? We call him. He has this funny nickname. Yo. Me, like, we used to make fun of him. We clown. Oh, Time Lord.
Time Lord.
Time Lord. That's his nickname.
Why?
He has this like time.
No.
I can't.
A tattoo.
Okay. He has this like time. He has this clock on his freaking arm, tied it or whatever. And then one time, there was this compilation made on Instagram. The internet will never be beat. There was this compilation made on Instagram about him like he was traveling. He was traveling, and the refs never caught that. And he literally travels for fun. Like, it's his job to travel. Bro, I don't know. Me and Jimmy used to make fun of this guy for a minute, but Robert Williams, a third time. How is he on the scoring? How is he on the stat sheet? I don't get it. I don't understand that.
I don't know. I guess he's putting up points off the bench. Only 10 points a game, but still, like.
10 points off the bench. It's not that bad.
Who's their starting power forward? Grant Williams?
Yeah.
I mean, that's not ideal for a starting lineup, but honestly, bro, like, yo, Marcus Smart's got to sit on the bench. I'm starting Dennis Schroeder, bro. I'm starting Dennis Schroeder, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Al Horford, and then I guess you have no choice but to start Grant Williams. Like, who else do they have?
I mean,
Jabari Parker.
Oh my God, bust.
Yeah, bro, that guy's a big bust. Like, I recognize that name, but I'm like, yo, I haven't heard shit about this guy in a minute.
Yeah, the way I see it is, like, Marcus Smart has a really good relationship with, like, Brad Stevens, which used to be the coach last year, and now he's the general manager. So I don't see Marcus Smart getting traded, but I think, like, in order for the team to even make it past the situation.
I don't dislike Marcus Smart. The way Dennis Schroeder's playing, he should start over him. Dennis Schroeder's also has the most assists, averaging the most assists on the team, and he's off the bench. That don't make sense.
Yeah, like, exactly. Marcus Smart. I don't think Marcus Smart is a good fit for this team. My man wants to freaking take 15 shots when you're not even a scorer like that. But we like,
bro, Dennis Schroeder's averaging 6 assists a game, and Smart's averaging 4. I'm sorry, I'm putting the man with 2 more assists per game on the team, who's scoring an extra 5 points per game, bro. Like. I'm sorry, boy.
Dennis Schroeder is nice. Dennis Schroeder is nice. He just messed up when he fumbled the bag with the Lakers.
Yeah, he fumbled the bag super bad, bro. Super bad. He still wasn't worth what they were gonna pay him, but
yeah,
like, he did fumble that bag though. Oh shoot, bro. Yo, shoot. Maybe he should have contacted Marcus Smart, bro. He would have given some good advice.
Anyways, busted in their drama, bro. Now, my king and his team, they're having drama on that side too.
Yo, your king is out here going to Oklahoma City, like.
Yo.
Please.
No, listen.
Please.
It's because the real king, not the king, but
the king from Canada, Shea Gilgeous.
Exactly, our king, the Canadian king. Shea had to show LA what was up, Shit, which I'm not even mad at him for it, because him, Josh Giddey, Luke Dort, that team full of young guys, and Shea being that leader on that team is a perfect fit. It's a perfect fit.
Gilgeous Alexander is more of a king name than James anyway.
Oh my lord. But for real though, Shea Shea, I never took the time to appreciate his game. I always liked him. I always think he was a general. No. I always liked him. I always appreciate. I always like. I never paid attention to his game, or how smooth he really was, and how easy it was for him to get to the basket. But now it's like, damn, like he's really going to be a problem eventually. Put the right pieces around this guy.
I think he's kind of underrated.
Oh yeah.
I think he's kind of underrated, bro. Like he's one of those young boys on the come up. He looks good.
Yeah, I mean, you play for OKC, but the market's not that crazy out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but the Lakers also dropped a game to Portland yesterday, which
and Dame, was that the game? Dame, I saw Dame had a game where he only scored like 1 point or something.
Fam. I'll tell you exactly what Dame scored yesterday. Dame scored 25 yesterday, but you know why I had a good game. More shook. You know why I have me even more shook yesterday? Russell Westbrook went for like 1 for 13, my guy.
As you should.
I've
been on about Westbrook.
13, fam. Yo, you my superstar. Why are you going for 1 for 13, my guy? 1 for 13. They got smoked in the first quarter, 36-14 in the first quarter. J'ai dit, what is this? What is this? I don't care. We don't need LeBron to beat teams like OKC. We don't need LeBron to beat teams like Portland. That should not be needed. No. Carmelo Russell should be enough to beat both these teams. Dwight Howard, Hall of Famer, should be enough to beat.
Is AD out?
AD was sick yesterday. He didn't play. Well, he started, but he didn't finish the game.
Shoot, bro. Yo, be careful about sitting out with sick, bro. We see what happened with my man Pippen. We're gonna get to that too, bro. Don't worry, I'm saving that for the end. But yo, you know what's funny though? Yo, it was. Yo, pipe down, Pippen. But anyway, yo. Dame only scored 4 points the game before, so if he was definitely gonna come out and smoke the Lakers, yo, bro, it's okay, bro. It's okay. Don't worry about Pip, bro. Don't worry about Pip. Don't worry about Pip, bro. I'm about to.
I just love
smoke that guy in about 20 minutes, bro.
I know. That's why.
Yeah, my guy's nonsense. But yo, anyways, Dame scored 4 points, bro. 4 points the game before against Indiana too. Only 4 points for Dame Dollar against Indiana. He went, bro, 0% from 3, 15% from the field. Damian Lillard, bro.
Oh my lord.
Damian Lillard. Yeah, so that was
a stat line like that.
That was a bad game. So like he was definitely gonna come out and show out against the Lakers, bro. But yeah, damn, they lost. The Lakers lost by a lot too. It wasn't even a close one. They got 15 piece, 10 the game. Shit, bro. Yeah, bro. The Lakers. I honestly, man, like. It might be early, but like I don't see the Lakers doing anything special this season. To be honest, they ain't making it to the finals.
They're winning a championship, bro.
You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind.
It's gonna be Lakers against Miami in the finals.
I'ma say. Who else in the West is looking nice though? Yo, honestly,
the Warriors.
The Warriors look good. Klay's coming back. The Warriors could definitely make the finals. Is Kawhi coming back this season?
I don't think so. Motherfucker has a tear ACL. You see what he did with the Spurs not coming back on an ankle. You think he's gonna come back on an ACL for Clippers?
I mean, bro, because the way Paul George is playing, bro. If Kawhi comes back, that team is scary, bro. The way Paul George is out here averaging 28 points per game, bro. Like he's.
I mean, he has to do that for them to even win a game against Minnesota,
like,
bro.
What's Paul George's stats for the season, bro? Let me see this guy's stats.
Check that right now, but
Paul George has been looking nice this season.
He has to do that and more to beat teams like Minnesota and the Hornets and even the Pistons. Like no team there's not that many teams in the leagues that are just scrubs now. They're just full of scrubs. So Paul George averaging 28 to me, that'll shock me. It's about how many players on that team are gonna help him support that.
Yeah, bro. He's
like Reggie Jackson.
27.
Yeah, like Reggie Jackson is not enough to support that. Luke Kennard is not enough. Nicolas Batum is not enough. Like,
I mean, they got nothing. They got nothing on that team.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally,
like Minnesota. I'm more worried about Minnesota than the Clippers, bro. If I'm being honest with you, Minnesota, they just gotta find a groove. They just have chemistry.
Oh damn! It's not like PG hasn't averaged 28 before though. Apparently, like I'm seeing him. He averaged 28 that season with OKC, the last season.
Yeah, and you also seen what that did for them.
Yeah. I mean, hey man, they definitely wanted him there, bro. Russ liked him. But I love Paul George. Honestly, like I don't like the hate that Paul George gets. He's been one of my favorite players to watch, like since he's been in the league personally. Especially
he's
those
really,
Indiana days. Like
yeah, he's a really good player to watch, and I really enjoy his game.
I love his game. He scores, he defends. Like what more can you
It's
ask
just,
for?
bro. It's just the stuff that he says. You know how many times he said
Yeah,
to a team,
he says some dumb shit. Like he does.
yeah,
Like that Dame shit.
bro, do you know all the teams this guy went through? He said, "That's the team I want to retire. I want to retire here. Like that's the team I want to be here for." And then he said that. Okay, so he said that. The Clippers, he said that. It's like, bro, like you can't be taken seriously, man.
Yeah, KB. What you got on your head, bro?
What I got in my head? I got LA Dodgers. What?
No, what is it though?
I can't. You forgot it, man.
Damn, bro. Shoot, bro. That main processus, bro. I think you need to talk to Marcus Smart too, bro. It took you a minute.
Yeah, bro.
It was a D joke, and it took you too long. And I was like, damn, this D joke is not gonna hit right now, you know?
Yeah, I'm recovering from yesterday, bro. My bad, man.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of yesterday, UFC 268. I feel like it's time we hop into that, bro. I mean, first off, before we get into the fights, because there's one that I know we both absolutely loved. Shout out to Chito, my little cartel. My cartel man. Chito Vela is backed by the cartel, bro. Ecuadorian. I know apparently he's backed by the cartel, but I believe it. But Chito hit Frankie Edgar with that up kick. It was pretty nice knockout. So I'm gonna give him a shout out, and then obviously we always get into the usually the big fights on the card. So we had 3. We had Gaethje Chandler, we had Rose Whaley, and then we had Usman Covington. Yo, that Gaethje Chandler fight. If you guys missed that fight, man.
My bad.
Yo, they promised chaos. They gave us chaos, bro.
Yo, times 2.
Chaos, bro. First of all, Michael Chandler, bro, like, do you love your wife? Do you love your wife? Do you love your children? Your child? Do you love your child? Do you love your wife, bro? Because, my guy, when you're literally out here, your nose is looking like Vesuvius with the blood, and you're out here calling my man's over like, give me some more. He's getting you tuck, 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 tuck. He's getting that neck twisting, bro. That neck is out here pivoting, bro, like a bobblehead, bro. He's got that neck twisting. Your nose is dripping, and you're out here like, more. Give me some more. Give me some more. Give me some more. Like, yo, bro, we know you're tough. Put your hands up and start swinging. Stop with this. Stop it. Give me some more. Give me some more. Do something. Do something. You're out here. Gaethje's out here. Bah! Bah! Gaethje's out here playing with your head, bro. Playing with your head. Like, it was a good fight. Like, Chandler had his moments, but Gaethje, I saw a picture of them afterwards. They were in the hospital. Chandler's, like, over him, like, smiling, but his face is all messed up. Gaethje just looks normal. He's, like, smiling out here with the fist, bro. I'm like... and I saw it on Gaethje's IG. I'm like, why do I feel like Gaethje low-key posted this just to be like, yo, look what I did to this man? Like, like Chandler's out here all smiling, like, yo, look, we're buddies, we're cool and stuff. And then Gaethje's out here posting that, like, yeah, we buddies, but, like, just so you know, look what I did to this man, bro. Like,
you have to show him what's up.
Bro, and Gaethje's so precise, too. When he was launching those combos, pop, pop, boom, uppercut straight to the face.
His technique is literally on point. Like, I think... Like, okay, I'm not gonna say he's like my favorite person to watch, but I really enjoyed watching him.
He's called the highlight for a reason, bro.
Yeah,
and he's probably gonna fight whoever wins between Oliveira and Poirier, because they're fighting for the belt, UFC 269, I think, or is it maybe 270? I don't know, but on one of the next cards, he's gonna be fighting Oliveira for the belt, Poirier versus Oliveira for the belt. So whoever wins that, Gaethje's probably going to fight next. I'm kind of hoping... I love Oliveira and I don't want him to lose his belt. But Poirier Gaethje would be fun as hell to watch. Because they can both swing out those fists, bro.
God damn.
But, yeah. That was an insane fight. Honestly, like, fight of the night for sure. Like, that fight started off with a bang. I'm telling you, me and KB, we had a little Chito sent over a little a little tequila for us. We had a little tequila with a little mixer going on, a little cocktail. But we were out here sipping slow. That fight started. We were cheers, boom, we were sipping. The night began with that Gaethje Chandler fight.
Yeah, that was a really good start to an amazing card, yo. Damn.
Yeah, it was.
Damn.
And then we get Rose versus Weili too. I mean, yo, KB, you could speak on Rose Namajunas, bro. Like,
hey man, Rose is straight up a warrior. I love watching her fight. Once again, she never looks bothered by, like, I don't know. I've seen her fight once, twice, 3 times, something like that.
Twice,
but twice. Like she never looked bothered whatsoever. She always seemed like she was under control of the situation, and just, I don't know. I love her technique. I love watching her fight. Like, once again, yesterday's card, bro. I'm so happy I got to watch this because, like, I don't know. But shout out, what's her name, Zhang Weili, because she hits, my G.
She got some.
She
some
hits.
Power.
Yeah, she hits. That's somebody I don't want to take a punch from. That's for sure.
Bro. Oh, shit, bro.
She hits.
She hits.
God damn.
Yo, when that fist climbs, bro, it's like zang. Oh man, bro. I like how you're laughing at all these D jokes. I know people are just watching if they're watching this right now, they're just there like like, why is this guy dying? But anyways, dad jokes, bro. It's the mustache. It gives me dad powers, We got the dad jokes coming. If y'all didn't know, her name is Zhang Weili. But and then like that fight, like, I mean, the last 2 fights, they were good fights, but like, as a discussion point, like, the fight itself, there's not much to break down. It was pretty close, back and forth, and then Rose just kind of like held that top control for the entire 5th round, and that we call it a night. And then on the 3rd fight, my man Trevor Whitman, 3 for 3. So he's Gaethje's coach, Rose Namajunas' coach, and Kamaru Usman's coach. Usman, I can't lie to you, I was a little concerned with him coming into this fight looking all flashy with the Puma suits and the big fur coats with the Gucci glasses and all this shit. Like, whenever I see a fighter do that, I get concerned that they're getting the money's getting too big to their head. But he came in, he did his work, and like, him versus Covington, other than that 2nd round where Usman knocked Covington down a couple times, like, that fight was tight. And I don't like Covington. But I respect him as a fighter, like his talent, his skill. Mm-hmm. Like, he, honestly, everybody that night, Dana White, like Usman himself, all of them were saying, like, if Usman didn't exist, Covington would be the champ. And, like, I believe it. Like, for him, I don't feel bad because I don't like him, but, like, he's got to go back down and, like, win some more fights. And I think Usman and Covington will see each other again because Covington ain't losing to these other guys. Like, he's basically like 2nd champion at this point. But like, obviously he can't fight Usman again. He lost to him twice. He's got to go, collect some more heads and then he can come back and fight again. But Kamaru Usman, bro.
Yeah.
What this man? Go ahead.
Even Usman, like, even yesterday during the fight, like, to me, it was a good fight, but Usman didn't look like he was stressed about him. He didn't look like he had trouble. Like, you know what I mean? Covington has good technique. He's good. He's a great fighter. But Kamaru just looked under control at all times. Like, I didn't see him.
He was, bro. Like, he's learned, like, because he said after the fight, he's like, there were moments where, like, I rocked him and I wanted to, like, what was said in the press conference. This guy saying, like, I'm going to let your dad out of prison and all this effed up shit, So, of course, like, he said, like, yeah, there was moments where, like, I wanted to go in there, like, in the 2nd round, I wanted to go in there for the kill, but, like, I had to, like, use my brain and, like, trust what my coaches told me and just, like stay patient because, like, an older me would have just gone in there and swung fists as soon as I saw blood, but, I had to resist, I couldn't let my anger take over, so he was in control, bro, and, like, honestly, Kamaru Usman, like, he's on his way to GOAT status in the UFC, bro, like, if he keeps racking up some wins right now, like, he's got, if he gets one more win, he ties Anderson Silva for the longest win streak in UFC history, and then if he gets another, He's got the longest win streak, all while actually defending a belt, which is impressive. And I think he hasn't lost a single fight in the UFC, or just one, maybe. Let me see. I know he has one loss on his record, but I don't know if it was in the UFC record.
I'm looking at the list of like the most wins in like UFC history, and like seeing this list is kind of crazy.
Yeah, so he's 21-0 in his career, but I don't know if that one loss was in the UFC. So I think he's got I think his 14 fight win streak is his UFC career. I think he's only fought 14 fights in the UFC. So, yeah, yeah. If you go, what is this?
Dustin Poirier is up there like that.
Yeah, Dustin Poirier is like a GOAT, bro. Like he's a legend. He's been working for his most fight wins. But yeah, bro. Like Kamaru Usman's on his way to GOAT status, bro. Like, you know, and like he could be passing GSP for some people already think he has for all-time welterweight, but yeah, man, he's a wild guy. He's a wild guy. Kamaru, we're seeing something special. Like Kamaru Usman, we're seeing something special, honestly. And I'm all here for it, bro. I am all here for it. I love Kamaru. Like I think the money's getting to his head a little bit, which is getting me concerned. But as long as he can reel that back in, like my man is doing great things. He's the best pound for pound. I think he needs to let that that thing with Canelo go, because I don't think he's gonna be doing nothing there. But you know, he's doing impressive stuff. I'm looking right now. I actually just found the record win percentage. Kamaru actually he's 15-0 in the UFC, and then the only other people who have no losses are all actually active champions. Funny enough, or one retired. So Khabib went 13-0 in the UFC and retired. So he retired literally with not a single loss in the UFC, but he's 29-0 on his career. Alex Volkanovski, current champion, he's 10-0 in the UFC, and then Kamaru Usman's 15-0. So, yeah, bro, it's pretty impressive. Izzy, before he lost too, he was up there, bro. He's 10-1, so in the UFC. So before he lost, and then Islam Makhachev is up there too. Wow. Islam Makhachev is gonna contend, bro. He's gonna be up there in that lightweight contention. That's what Gaethje and Chandler were fighting for. They didn't want to lose the lightweight contention, which I don't think they were. But like Makhachev is definitely next up after Gaethje. I think maybe he fights Chandler next. We'll see. But yeah, man, it was a great all around card, man. I'm happy with what I saw. That Gaethje Chandler fight alone was worth the price of admission. But let us speak about my man Conte. My man Conte. Antonio. N'Golo Conte.
This guy.
Dad jokes.
You got all them D jokes today, eh?
D jokes, super D. But today we're talking about a man who starts with a C, not a D. Antonio Conte.
Oh my god. Holy fuck. Yeah. Someone stop this guy, please.
His first name also starts with an A. All we're missing is a B.
Hey yo, hey! Someone please stop this guy, please.
But anyways, my man's Antonio Conte. We talked about him last week about how he could have gone to Man U, but now he's end up with the Spurs, but not the Antonio Spurs. San Antonio Spurs.
Yo, bro.
I'm gonna stop. The Tottenham Hotspur. But I'm gonna stop. I'm done. I'm out. But anyways, Conte is now the manager for the Spurs. We talked about what he can do for Man U. What do you think he can do for Tottenham?
He's bringing them up the table. They're 9th right now in the Prem. I don't think he
top 5
started his job. Oh, most definitely top 5 easy.
Top 5 guaranteed.
Top 5 easy. Yeah, top 5 guaranteed.
Top 3.
He's bringing them.
Nah, it's tough. Chelsea's up there. Chelsea's up there.
Chelsea's staying there.
Man City.
Chelsea's staying there. Man City staying there. And then after that last spot is going to be a dog fight. Because right now, Yeah. Right now, the third in the Prem is West Ham, and since when has West Ham even been relevant in the Prem?
They're
You
falling
know what
off.
I mean? Exactly. And then Liverpool's following, and then Arsenal's
Ooh.
fifth. You know what I mean? And then Man U's sixth.
Ooh.
And Tottenham's ninth right now. So it's like he's definitely gonna make a difference, obviously, but it's just where's that difference gonna take him. He's not passing Chelsea, that's for sure.
I'd give Liverpool a third probably.
Exactly. So it's gonna be a dogfight. The first four in the Prem make it to the Champions League. The fifth makes it to Europa. So he definitely wants a top 5 spot, that's for sure. Which I think he can make it. You know, it's a doable thing. But now that still becomes a dogfight because Chelsea, Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Man United, Tottenham. Someone's not gonna participate in European Championship. Which one is gonna be? We're about to find out. We're about to find out.
Interesting.
Exactly. So. Good job for him. Like, I'm happy he got to Tottenham and not to freaking Man U because he can stay there.
Nah, I want him to go to Man U, bro.
He can stay there.
Let Ronaldo do okay, bro.
No.
Ronaldo's been so no. Yo, Prem fans are evil, bro. Prem fans are evil. Like, every Premier League fan I've talked to is like, nah, like, let's let Ole stay. Ole can stay all he wants.
Ole can stay there. He can stay there, bro. I want my Chelsea boys to do well. We've been doing well. We still on top of the table. We got good chemistry. We got a good coach. We got everything going on. Man City, same thing. Liverpool, same thing. They're in and out. You know what I mean? But Man U in it, like Man U, they don't know what to do. Ole does not know how to move. He has the right pieces. He has the right pieces for every single position on the pitch. He has the right pieces. I'm guaranteed. I see it on paper. He just does not know how to put. He doesn't know how to put it together. He can't cook.
You'll see this cooking show that game he's got ready. He's put Ole in the pan. He said,
bro, he has everything. The ingredients are there. He just can't. He can't chef it out, bro.
Yeah, let me get first of all main course Ronaldo. Yeah, let me spice that up with a little bit of Pogba. Yo, a little Rashford, a little Sancho,
exactly,
a little Cavani.
There's way too many, like
a little De Gea, a little Maguire, Luke Shaw. Oh man. Yeah, man, you.
But
Ole.
Exactly. So we'll see. I think he's playing. His first game is gonna be this weekend because I don't think I've seen him last weekend. I'm gonna definitely pay attention to what Conte is gonna do to Tottenham because that might play a difference in my team. But we'll see. I'll pay attention. That's for sure.
All right, bro.
That's for sure.
You know what we're getting into right here. Yo, you thought Ole was getting fried, bro. You thought Ole was getting fried. I'm literally taking this man. I'm putting it in the fryer, bro. Popeye's chicken, Scottie Pippen, bars. Yo, okay. So Scottie Pippen. Honestly, you could read the GQ piece. I'm just gonna go off of like some of the quotes I heard because that shit's long as hell and nobody gives a fuck about Scottie Pippen. So this man has said a lot of crazy quotes. One. My man's complained about not getting paid for The Last Dance. Boy, when they come up with the camera and they interview you, the first thing, if you want to get paid, the first thing you say is, hey, I'll do this, but sign the contract over here and give me, and I'll get some money. If you sat down and just got filmed, didn't sign nothing, my guy, that shit's pro bono. That shit pro bono. Pro bono. Like, yo, you free.
Exactly. That's on you. Speak your prices. Just
like, bro, you salty because you fucked up your contract back in the day when you were playing, and you fucked up your contract with The Last Dance, bro. Like, yo, just because you ain't getting money, like, it's
because his wife's still out of that. Shout out Lisa.
Yo, I'm Scottie Pippen.
Shout out Future.
I wish you could have saw into the future and saw that your wifey was gonna get taken.
Yeah,
but that's okay. You can live in the past because your wifey's living in the future.
Yo, we're getting disrespectful.
Anyways, back to you, Scottie. Number 2, my man said he has to give you LeBron fans a little juice, bro. A little juice.
Oh my God.
He said, oh, Jordan. You know, he was bigger than life back in the day, so he had to make sure to put the Last Dance out so that this new generation could know that he's still bigger than life, in fear of LeBron, who is equal or arguably surpassed him. It's like,
you don't think that's true,
bro? What does Scottie know? Did Jordan call Scottie and say, "Yo, Scottie, listen, bro, I'm putting out the last
but
dance.
but listen to this.
Listen to this. That's just Scottie saying shit.
No. But listen to this. The way we've been introduced to Jordan, it's like we know he takes shit personally, right? And I feel like he got tired of hearing hearing that comparison of LeBron's getting up there, this, that, whatever, which is why the documentary got put out. Which that's not a bad idea, but it's just. Like Scottie saying that it just shows how salty he is. Now, do I believe what Scottie is saying? I don't have to. I already have my own opinion on what that debate is.
Yeah, because LeBron James fans think that shit's true, but it's like, bro, the footage was recorded. So how the hell, like, the documentary was going to come out at some point. It's been 30 years. Like, you know, how long are we going to wait? We're going to wait till Jordan's dead before they put that out? Come on, bro.
Why not? The time, it's about the timing.
Bro,
it's about the timing.
Nope,
why release it then? Why release it then?
Because that's the time
Why release it after the... No. Why release it after LeBron get a championship? Why release it?
My
after
guy,
that
LeBron got a championship in 2016. He released it in 2020, bro. Like it's long after.
LeBron got a championship in 2020. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but he didn't know the thing was already in production before he won his chip, bro.
Yeah, but it got released after. We're talking about the release.
Yeah, but bro, what are they gonna do? Yo, oh shit, LeBron just won a chip. Yo, hold the release. Hold the release because LeBron won a chip. Oh, forget about all the dates that we agreed to release this documentary. Yo, Netflix, I know we told y'all we'd have this documentary ready for this day, but yo, LeBron just won a chip. We can't look like Jordan's trying to surpass LeBron.
Bro.
I'm sorry, Netflix.
Netflix. First of all, we both know that Michael Jordan is not going to go to Netflix and apologize for the release that he releases when he wants to release.
It's not about Michael Jordan. It's about the producers. The producers behind the show had a deadline to meet.
My guy, the producer is Michael Jordan. The same way Michael Jordan was the king on that Chicago team, the producer is Michael Jordan. He's the producer.
Michael Jordan never calls himself. No, Michael Jordan never called himself the king. That only your guy does that. Only LeBron James does that shit. Calls him the king.
Because no.
Wait. I'm losing
LeBron
you for a bit,
because he has to remind y'all that he's the highness. Michael Jordan put that. Okay, look. The only reason why Scottie's saying this is because he's pissed. He's salty. I get that. But at the end of the day, it's like the timing of that documentary is literally to remind us who Michael Jordan was. You know this. Like, it's just like, what? That's common sense. Like, the generation that's watching Bar now.
I think y'all
yeah,
LeBron,
exactly.
I think y'all LeBron fans are just looking into that too deeply, bro. I think y'all are looking into that too deeply, man.
Oh my God.
Y'all are looking into that way too deeply.
But that's how you know. No, we already know that the LeBron James documentary is gonna be bigger than this Last Dance documentary. I already know that. I'm guaranteed, right?
Yo, you know, I'm telling you right now, history repeats itself. I promise you, Kyrie Irving's gonna do the same thing Scottie Pippen's doing right now. Same thing Scottie Pippen's doing right now. Yo, LeBron put this out because he was afraid of so-and-so's legacy, la 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 la. And then y'all same LeBron fans are going to get cheesed at whoever the next superstar's fans are to be like, LeBron doesn't care about this superstar. Bro, Michael Jordan is Michael Jordan. Like, he doesn't, it has literally zero to do with LeBron. They had the footage ready to go. One guy, I forget who it is, I saw an interview with the guy who produced the documentary, literally said like, yo, we had this stuff in the archive and we like bugged Jordan about it and he finally agreed to do it and then we did it. So it has literally nothing to do with LeBron. Why
did he agree? Why did he? Yeah, it has everything to do with LeBron. You know this,
nothing to do with LeBron. I don't know this.
Okay, so
y'all don't know this either.
So why would he decide to release it then?
When is he gonna release it?
No, but that's not the question. Why are you answering my question with the question? The question
I don't know. He just put it out when it's time to put it out.
He put it out right after LeBron won a championship because the argument of LeBron versus Jordan
it was already in production while LeBron won that championship, bro. Like it was already in production.
It's been in production since '92.
No, they had the footage. They had the footage from back then. It was in production, like they were getting ready to build that Netflix show during that year. So they didn't just like, oh, we need to produce the show immediately as soon as LeBron James won a chip. That's not how it went down. They didn't even know LeBron was going to win a chip while they were producing the documentary.
Okay, bet. So you knowing that Michael Jordan is this I take shit personally guy has no effect on you thinking that, oh, Baba, that must have been an idea. And that's not you being a Michael Jordan bias. No.
No.
That's fucked up, bro. You got me fucked up on that one.
I think that's just funny. Do you think Tony Parker put out his documentary because of LeBron James, bro? Like, bro, it's just a documentary. And Michael Jordan started a trend.
What the fuck does Tony Parker have to do with
Michael Jordan started a trend too. Now all these men need a documentary. Every man needs a documentary.
No, bro. Vince Carter had a documentary before Michael Jordan's documentary came out.
It wasn't as big as Michael Jordan's documentary.
Oh, look at this Michael Jordan fan right here. He's like, fuck out of here,
bro. That's okay, bro. I don't know. My man's Julius Caesar out in Rome was wearing shoes before Michael Jordan put on the Jordan 1s, bro. But the Jordan 1s are still the biggest kicks of all time, bro. That don't matter, bro.
I thought you said you was done with those.
What, the Jordan 1s?
No, I thought you said you was done with them dad jokes.
That wasn't a dad joke. That was a full-on serious one. But back to my man Pitt. Back to my boy Pitt. First, you know what's another thing he said that was so funny? He's like, it couldn't have been more condescending when Michael Jordan said he couldn't have won any chips without me. And then he goes on to complain that he gets no recognition. Like, so we had a whole other separate pod bait. But let's get back to the actual pod bait. Is my man Scottie Pippen salty? Or does he have a point? I feel like you think he has a point with the LeBron James bullshit. I don't.
No.
We discussed that enough. But all this other stuff. Like, how can you be out here like, bro? What if I go out, bro, and I say, yo, lace him up. Couldn't be nothing without KB. Like, we wouldn't have this show. It wouldn't be as good as it is without KB. And then you say, and then you come and you say, he was being condescending when he said that. And then later on, you say, oh, I get no recognition. Like, Scottie Pippen.
No, bro.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have to play devil's advocate, right? Like this is what I have to do. But to say, I think he is salty. I've seen Scottie Pippen salty on the bench in that documentary once again. The way he got his money played with. This
guy's acting like Michael Jordan lied. He's acting like MJ lied. Like, they didn't lie. That shit happened. I'm sorry, bro. You shouldn't have. You should be like, my back. Yo, shut. Yo, bro, get out of here. Pippen, bro. Yo, get the fuck out of here. Pippen. Yo, get the hell out of here, bro. No, do that. You signed that shit-ass contract back in the day. You signed that shit contract back in the day. And you're going to be out here complaining about, yo, I'm a sit out. Your agent, yo, mama, the future came back to the past and told you. Like, bro, everybody and your mama told you that contract was shit. Pip this? Yo, go ahead.
Yo, he got mad. He's salty. He's mad. Everybody and his mama told him that his contract was bootleg. But he got mad. He got salty. At this point, he can't even just be. He's not just mad at Michael Jordan. He's just mad at the way life has showed him to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he's taking it out on MJ.
Le petit garçon. No, exactly. That small boy. What's that guy's name? Jerry Reinsdorf or whatever.
No, Krause.
Jerry Krause or whatever. Yeah, his money got played by this guy, and then he signed that shit contract, and then Larsa stole his money, so he's pissed even more. So now he's gonna take it out on MJ, which I understand. Like, MJ's the one that got you your coins, but my guy, it is what it is.
And you know what made me laugh the most, dude? He says he's like, yo, MJ wouldn't want shit without this, and he names Tony Kukoc. But when you're what's the coach's name? I was actually trying to find it on the stream. What's that coach's name again? The Bulls coach, and he coached the Lakers after. He's one of the greatest. He's arguably the greatest coach of all time. And for some reason, Phil Jackson. Thank you.
Phil Jackson.
Okay, yeah, Phil Jackson. Thank you. The name was slipping me for a second, but yo, like, Phil Jackson said, okay, Tony Kukoc is gonna take the last shot, and your bitch ass said I'm sitting out the game. But you're out here saying that Michael Jordan would have been nothing without Tony Kukoc and you and this and that. Yo, let me ask you a serious question for you, KB, and for whoever's watching. Y'all can comment whatever, or like. Is Michael Jordan still Michael Jordan? I'm not talking about chips. I'm talking about, like, is he still like a superstar player putting up those points without Scottie Pippen? Mm-hmm. He is. Is Scottie Pippen? He's done that, but he's done it before. He did it before Scottie Pippen ever got onto the team. My guy already was out here with his commercials, Air Jordan, and all that stuff before Scottie Pippen was even on the team. Is Scottie Pippen without MJ?
Like, is he getting championships? We're not talking about championships.
I'm just talking about, does he achieve the same heights? Is he as good of a player without MJ?
Okay, but you see, I can't answer that question. Does he achieve the same heights? Does he get championships? Does he get clout?
It's not about championship. It's just about, like, will he be as good as a player? Because I think MJ MJ made that guy a killer.
Work.
Like, you know what I mean? He made him work. He made him work, and he gave him the tough mentality. I don't think Scottie Pippen is the same player without MJ, but I think MJ is fine without Scottie Pippen. Like, Scottie Pippen is a want, not a necessity for Jordan, whereas for Pippen, without Jordan, like, I'm sorry, Pip, nobody knows who you are, bro, and you're not getting that many All-Stars, you're not putting up those stats, you're not making the dream team. Like, Scottie Pippen, Isaiah Thomas didn't make the dream team, bro. Like, you made the dream team because Michael Jordan was your teammate, and he did you a solid. So Pip, I don't know what you're on. You might as well slap the Jumpman logo on your book because you're just using Michael Jordan's name to sell that shit, bro. You're full of shit. Screw Scottie Pippen.
But that's exactly why he's doing all of this.
100%, bro. 100%, bro. Shit, bro. That you're gonna flip the book over. It's gonna be sponsored by Jordan on the back, bro. Like, you think MJ cares too? I know MJ's out here in his backyard smoking his cigar, like with the iPad. Where's the meme? Where's that? That's about to be the cover of that's about to be our thumbnail, bro. The Michael Jordan thing.
The meme?
Our show name's Poppin' Pippen. I don't know. Does that make sense, Poppin' Pippen? I don't know. But like,
it makes sense for us, yo. It makes sense for us. That's all that matters.
Because he's popping off, bro. He's popping off. Scottie Pippen's popping off, bro. Like, shut up.
The boy went crazy. I can't, like, I understand why he's salty, but he got his money played with. I get it,
bro. My God, as soon as a man, if I want money to be in The Last Dance, as soon as a man comes with the camera and sits down in front of me and tries to interview my ass, I'm gonna be like, yo, where's my contract?
Yeah, pay me right now.
You're not recording a single piece of footage of me without a contract signed that I'm getting money in my house. In my house.
Yeah. How am I gonna let you in to record me without asking for anything to get paid for? Are you mad?
You're gonna record me while Future's hitting my wife in the basement, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Yo, shout out Lysa, man. You're a real gangster, man.
Yo, shout out Lysa, man. It's okay, bro. I'm glad you left that Pippen, bro. I'm glad you left that Pippen and started Pippen with Future, bro.
No, listen. Lysa, she came, she stole the motherfucking money, and then she left, but she kept the last name.
Yo, she gave this man like 4 children.
Pippen, get his money. How you get your money played with like that?
Bro, she gave this guy like 4 kids, took his money, and then she went to the future. Oh man,
Future Hendrix.
Yo, when Future sang "Diamonds on Me Dancing," bro, he was talking about Scottie Pippen's diamonds. Oh man, yo, Pip, get the hell out of here, bro. Yo. I'm done with Scottie Pippen, bro. I'm actually so cheesed at these quotes. It's like, yo, you could just tell you feel the salt. You know what I mean? I don't care on what side of the Jordan debate you sit on. You could despise Michael Jordan. If you see Scottie Pippen, you're like, he's right, 100%. Like, you're lying, bro. You know this guy, Scottie Pippen, is salty, bro, because he got exposed in The Last Dance. As much as we got reminded about Jordan's greatness, we also found out about how Scottie Pippen did some messed up shit. Like, my man's Michael Jordan left the team for a year, and you're already out here moving like, nah, I want the shot and stuff. Like, yo, you don't care about the team either. You're out here talking about the teammates. Like, yo, Jordan don't care about his teammates. We didn't get a single dime. Boy, when your team needed you, you sat on the bench, and then you walked in the room, down, bro. And you were fully healthy. You can't even say no injury, no nothing. You were just cheesed that Tony Kukoc got the shot instead of you. And he hit that shit too. Like, bro.
Exactly. They didn't draw a last second shot for you. They a better 3-point shooter to kill the game, to finish the game. You want the shot because you think you're that guy. It's not your team, bro.
Yo, meanwhile, Michael Jordan's out here passing the ball off to Steve Kerr hitting the jumper. Steve Kerr, bro. Like, come on, man. Whatever you want to say about Michael, bro, I'm sorry. I'm taking Michael Jordan on my team any day before Scottie Pippen. Any day. Because
if it's before Scottie Pippen, obviously.
Yo, bro, Scottie, if Michael Jordan is not out here being your papa, bro, like he needs to be, bro, like then your head gets too big. You think you're special, bro. Like you're Robin. You were Robin to a Batman. It doesn't mean that you weren't great. We recognize your greatness, but I'm sorry, bro. Yo, you're Michael Jordan's guy, bro. You're his guy. Yo, the same thing's gonna happen with Kyrie in the future. I'm telling you. The day LeBron's gonna have this documentary and all that, when they're gonna be long retired, I know. Cause Kyrie's already done it in the past. He's been talking shit. That's why, like, when I see these LeBron fans getting all excited about that quote where Scottie's like, oh, yo, he only put this out because he was scared of LeBron James and stuff, and LeBron fans are getting all excited. I'm like, yo, are y'all gonna get excited when Kyrie does the same type of bullshit? Nah. Because y'all know it's just bullshit because he's hating and he's salty. You know?
But the thing is, the only reason why I don't think that's going to happen again is because they only won one championship together. These motherfuckers won 6.
Yeah, but the one championship they won is LeBron's greatest championship. Like, if you make a LeBron documentary, there's no way that championship is not, like, the highlight. Like, that's the main thing. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, but the first... Like, it's like... Okay, which one is Michael Jordan's most important championship?
The last one, 98.
Why is that?
Because the manager said, yo, Phil Jackson, I don't care if you win the championship, you're out. And MJ said, if Phil Jackson's out, I'm out. And it was their last season. They all knew it was over. And they won the chip. That's why it's the last dance. That's why it's, like, so famous. That last chip is the biggest one.
Okay. So the 98 one is the most...
And it was the sixth one, too, you know. And they three-peated. Again, back-to-back three-peats. Like, you know, like, it was huge. Like, you know, it's legendary.
Okay. Alright, yeah.
What, you say you say LeBron has a bigger chip than his Cleveland one coming back from 3-1, bro? Like, nah, I don't think so.
No.
Against one of the best, against the greatest team that ever lived, bro. Like, no.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that Kyrie's not gonna have, like, you see the same way. Let's say they do a documentary. I don't think LeBron's gonna even find a way to get Kyrie involved in this documentary.
Bro, but you have to. There's no way you can talk about that Cleveland team without Kyrie Irving.
But you don't. No, he doesn't have to talk about Kyrie nor involve Kyrie if they're not.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
If they're not on good terms, he's not gonna involve Kyrie in his documentary. What the fuck? If Kyrie stays talking shit about LeBron in 10 years from now, LeBron's not going to be like, yo, Kyrie, do you want to be in my documentary?
No, it's not about... No, but that's the thing, though. It's about the producer has to go get those recordings. Like, even though Jordan oversaw The Last Dance, those producers still went out to go interview all these guys. It's just Jordan who might have said, like, yo, I don't want that in there, right? But you can still go out and interview these guys, and obviously, like, if Kyrie says something that LeBron likes, LeBron's going to be like, sure, put that in there. Why not? Because you have footage of the player from the team saying something. He's going to be in there, bro. You have to have Kyrie in there.
Okay, but let's say, in 10 years from now, Kyrie's and LeBron's relationship is still trash, and LeBron says he doesn't want Kyrie in a documentary. You telling me that's not possible?
It's impossible because Kyrie hit the shot to win it all. Like, you have to... Kyrie's such a big part of that chip. He has to be mentioned.
Fam, no, he has to be mentioned. I understand that. I understand he has to be mentioned. But let's say LeBron says he doesn't want the boy in the documentary. You think he's gonna have to be in the documentary?
Well, I think LeBron would definitely stir up some controversy. I think LeBron would stir up some controversy, and a lot of people would be pissed and say the same thing that all of y'all are saying about MJ and The Last Dance. They're gonna say the same shit about about LeBron. They're gonna be like, oh yeah, he's hiding the facts. He's building the shit for himself. Bro, history's gonna repeat himself, man. I'm just saying, all the LeBron fans, be careful what y'all say about Jordan, because the same stuff is gonna happen with LeBron in the future. If you're a GOAT, if you're one of the greats, somebody's gonna be shitting on you at some point in once you're gone, bro. Because the sons
LeBron.
Go ahead.
No, the thing is, it's just like to like right now, like the future with LeBron is like, it's like who's ever going to be that great where you're gonna be able to be like, oh, these guys are with MJ and LeBron. That's not gonna. No,
but that's the thing though. That's the thing. It doesn't matter because the kids who grew up watching whoever that next grade is going to be like, fuck LeBron. Like, just like you're saying, I don't care about Jordan. Like, like it doesn't matter.
Oh my God.
Like it doesn't matter. But it's true. It's true, bro. It's like literally like anyways.
You make it sound like I hate Michael Jordan, yo.
I don't think you hate Michael Jordan. I just think that like I think like the thoughts, I think it's fine to think that LeBron is better than Jordan all time. I think that's fine. But then I think, like, when people start saying, like, Jordan put out the documentary because he was scared of LeBron, I think that's just dumb. Like, I think that's just stupid. Like, that's just a stupid
Wait, so hold on.
thought.
Yeah, it is stupid. It is dumb. But within your mind, knowing Michael Jordan, I take shit personally. It does not cross your mind one time.
Because he wouldn't take LeBron personally. Like, he's not worried about LeBron James. Like, I don't think he cares about LeBron James. I think, like, honestly, bro, like, the fact that those two just don't like really like fuck with each other, you know what I mean? I've been saying that for too much, like I feel bad, but the fact that they don't really like like they're not cool like that. You know what I mean? The fact that LeBron didn't have the relationship that like Kobe and MJ had with MJ, I think that's where all this stuff comes from. You know what I mean? People think they have a rivalry and this and that. I don't think it's that. I think that like I honestly think that Michael Jordan is indifferent to LeBron, and I think LeBron is like, yo, like MJ is an idol and I loved him and stuff, but now I'm my own guy. You know what I mean? Like he's been chasing Jordan's ghost and he got there and and in some people's minds surpassed it and he did it his own way. And I think they're just indifferent to each. I honestly think that we care about that debate more than they care about it. Honestly, I think that,
100%.
and that's why I'm thinking like you guys are dumb to think that Jordan is out here like, oh, I need to put this out because of LeBron. Because now we think that way. They don't care. They don't think that way. You know what I mean? Like LeBron definitely in his mind, just because he came after Jordan. So of course during his playing career, he's gonna think about the greatest guy that he has to surpass. It makes sense. But other than that, I don't think LeBron is out here stressing about Jordan. I don't think Jordan is out here stressing about LeBron. You know what I mean? I think they honestly don't care. They're from two different eras. Jordan already did his thing. Like he can't change anything from his career. LeBron still can. Like he still got some time. You know, like if LeBron's career ends right now, like you know what I mean. If LeBron's career ends and he doesn't win another chip, the debate is always going to be alive. Like it's always going to be those two at the top. And I agree with you. I don't think there's ever going to be someone else at that level. But people said the same thing about Jordan, and then LeBron James came along. So we'll see. But like I honestly think that they don't care about that debate, and like it's just fans like making up bullshit, and then Scottie Pippen is using those fans because he knows LeBron James fans are gonna be like, oh yeah, he put it out because of LeBron, and then they're gonna go read Scottie Pippen's book to see if they can find some dirt on Jordan, bro. Like that's Scottie knows what he's doing, bro. He knows what he's doing.
It's a mind-getting scheme. We love it. He has to use Michael Jordan's name in order to make some dollars. He wants his coins back. Larsa, you took everything from him. He wants his coins back.
Yeah. But anyways, brother, I think we're gonna have to call it here. Still,
Alright.
Like yo, Poppin' Pippen. I guess that might be the same. It might be Salty Pippen. I don't know, bro. Oh, yo, you know what it's gonna be? It's gonna be Salty Pippen, but spelt like Scottie. You know, Salty Ttie Pippen. So yo, bro, Scottie, man, get your bullshit out of here, Mr. KB, bro. It's always a pleasure doing this show week to week.
Hey, man.
Like,
we do this.
I had a good time, you know, just like we did last night. Watching that UFC fight. So we'll catch you on the next one, hopefully, with less dad jokes. Take it easy.